Letter to my father, from the book Peachey Letters, written and read by Sandra Peachey. Dear Dad, how strange to be writing to you again. I can't have done that since 1984. And then you departed this life only 2 years later, after a traumatic 3 months when I watched you slide down from life to death. It all seemed to be a horrible case of mind over matter. Did your mind or your body end you? Oh, it seems they both conspired. I can trace the day it started and then remember so clearly the day it all ended. I tried to save you with love. I remember sitting with you in your bedroom and telling you that I loved you, and you told me that while I sat there and held your hand you felt sane. Yet that moment in time didn't save you, and you left us that same Easter. There I go, off at a tangent, starting at the end. Still, it's my love letter, and I know that you will love it anyway. The one thing you never left me in any doubt about, Dad, was the fact that you loved me, that you were proud of me, and that I was always wanted and appreciated. I was, after all, a planned and wanted baby, born after a difficult period in a difficult marriage, little girl that both parents had hoped for. And you told me one day that you had a vision of me long before I was even thought of, the one female in your life that you would connect to like no other. You told me too that I came out of the womb completely in charge, and as soon as I could speak I started ordering you around, which always made you laugh, and you were so enraptured and amazed by my mature precociousness. Thanks to you and the cosy nightly ritual of reading to me at bedtime, I've always loved books and the beauty of the written word, and even in the adult now I have a creative imagination that can quickly take me to the realms of dream and wonder. Reflecting now, Dad, I remember that you would sit in the kitchen of an evening, legs crossed, and as a tiny child I would sit in the crook of your foot and swing on your leg, riding my very own daddy swing as I chatted away to you. I loved the memories of us then, of being your daddy's girl, a gift to you in your middle age. And from you I definitely get my sense of humour. We loved puns and word plays. You had a definite sentimental streak and would always cry at a sad film. Then, later in life, you would drive me and my teenage friends around in one of your battered old cars, singing away at the top of your voice, completely self-conscious. And I remember at the time thinking that it wasn't socially ideal, but it was funny, and deciding that I wouldn't be embarrassed about it. My friends would have to accept how it was, along with the ride, that it was all part of being with me and in my life. And so we grew older, both of us. You always wanted me to be happy and never pushed me, though somehow at the end, when I came home to roost for a while, I became a little disenchanted with you. Maybe that just has to happen, that as children we have to move away psychologically to live our own lives. I always loved you, though, and what I'm left with, a quarter of a century after you left this life still, is that love. I have so many inheritances from you, both natured and nurtured, and sometimes see your handsome face in the mirror. And then it goes again, and it's just my reflection, your unique angel, partly of your creation. And so here we are, and now it's time for me reluctantly to end this letter. I loved being in touch with you again, Dad. Let's do it again. Love you loads, Daddy. Your Sandy Annie.